You're going to love this video. Seydel Saxony Heaven. I call it this because I'm going to give you a tour of my Seydel Saxony harps. I have several of them, and each one's a little different, and they have a different story, and we'll be learning about some customizations. Although I will mention that you don't have to customize a Seydel Saxony. And you know, I should have grabbed my symphony to show you the difference in size, because I think you'll be interested in that factoid. Here's a Seydel Saxony, and here's the Seydel Symphony. Man, there's a big difference in the size of these things, huh? Absolutely. But I still play the Seydel Saxony a lot, although this is my primary harp. This is a Seydel Symphony ALU, but I have the grip cover on it and the frictionless mouthpiece and the ergo button. I think that I gravitated towards Seydel Saxony because, why don't we start with this one in my collection, which is, it's a brand new harp. I mean, it's not really been used. It's just new when I need it. It's orchestra tuned. It's what I play. If I need an extra one or something goes wrong with what I have another one ready to go. I haven't found them unreliable. I still have the first one I ever had and I still play it, but I always like to have depth in the instruments I'm performing with. This is the newest version with the little, this is the brushed chrome finish. So this is the stock one. Although I did take the two rubber things out here, they screw in because I like to have them resonate a little more, and they will then. And it's a stock button, and the nice part is this is totally airtight from the factory. I don't have to do any customization to them, and there's really only two harps that I know of that are reasonably priced that are totally airtight. One of them is the Seydel Saxony, and the other one is the Seydel Symphony. They are airtight, totally airtight from factory with no customizations. Everything else I've owned, I'm not going to use the names, but all of them had to be customized to tighten them up, and some of them you can never get quite there. So anyway, stainless steel harp. This instrument has an aluminum comb, which is very stable. It's a wonderful mouthpiece design that I hope you can see that there's a blank underneath the mouthpiece that acts like a windshield wiper almost, and so to keep the slide clean. And it's a very, I just think it's a great design and lovely tone. You know, it's bright, but I can darken it with hands and embouchure easily, but I can't create more brightness with a darker tone if I want it. You can only take the brightness away, you can't add it. Okay, so the next one we're going to talk about is, it's basically a stock harp with very little customization. It has the opened covers at the back pulled open, and it has the sure grip. And this just gives me a little bit better grip on the instrument, and it's more comfy. I run it around the sides. It's got twice laid around. It's gaffer's tape. And I did fill in the tip of that button. And they come from factory. I'll show you again what a stock harp's button looks like. We'll compare them. The stock button is concave. It's dimpled in. Well, I didn't want that. I wanted a up shape, so I just filled it with plastic wood. It's all I've tried different things, plastics, though it didn't work real well, but this does. The color's a little weird, but I don't care, So, so this has the covers, it has the filled button, but other than that, it's pretty much stock. And I play this actually without a Kettlewell frictionless mouthpiece. So this is my original Seydel Saxony I learned on, and it's still running. I've done a little bit to it, over time, a couple of reeds. I think I had one bad reed once, but it was early on. It was just a fluke. Then the next thing here, we've seen the two, is this is the little punk. Why are these toothpicks again keep the slide open so they can dry? This has the very, very large profile frictionless mouthpiece, Kettlewell frictionless mouthpiece. That actually gives me an effectively larger footprint of the harp when I play, and a little deeper tone. So I kind of like that. It has the covers here, and it has an ergo button, which was designed by me and cut on a lathe, a metal lathe. It's aluminum, and then it's sprayed with clear paint, and it's comfortable at all angles of attack, and it's slipperish. So this is this. But you know, you take all three of these. We have. Can I see if I can hold all three? I think I can. Anyway, so gee, I guess I like Seydel Saxony, huh? And I think they're just a tremendous instrument for the money. They can't be beat. Although I will say this is the best instrument I've played, in my opinion, and I've had many different harps sent to me, or played them for a while, or kept some. But this one is the one I play now every day, the Seydel Symphony. I did send a little message to Lars Seifert, the president of the company. Don't tell him I told you this. Asking them to make a 12-hole orchestra tuned, and he didn't say no. He didn't say yes, but he didn't say no. That means they may be thinking of the idea of it. This is a very sophisticated instrument, lovely tone, and wonderful cover shape. Great new design. If you're curious about this, go on YouTube and type in Seydel Symphony reviews, and I've got 12 of them up there in a series that go over every aspect. So anyhow, this is my Seydel Saxony heaven, and I really like them all. You know, I mean, obviously it's a harp that, you know, really resonated with me and still does, and I think they're great. You know, a 12 is easier to play, I think. You know, there's fewer notes to manage and smaller in the hand a little, but when it comes to a lot of the stuff I play, I simply must have a 16, and I think you guys probably feel the same way about that. Seydel Saxony heaven.